My topic is about a high-speed railway system, which are called the HS2. I will analyze the regional impact of this high-speed railway project using a simple model which I kind of designed for this work. And for those who are not familiar with this project, HS2, I think this map is quite clear. It's a railway network connecting London, Birmingham, Manchester, and Leeds, and it's still under discussion in the Parliament right now. If they can make it, it's going to cost like 50 billion pounds, and to be completed by 2037, and that's 24 years later from now on. And firstly, some background information. I will focus on the dispute on this project, and from one of the opposing opinions, I will lead to my story of the regional impact of this project, and use my model and some empirical work to analyze this regional impact, and finally to draw a small conclusion. It's quite obvious that a high-speed railway system like this has a lot of benefits. Firstly, the travel times, it can cut the travel time, make the railway travel journey more comfortable and more convenient, and numerous jobs will be created, and also it symbolize a modernized transportation. But also the opposing voices are strong as well, and the costs are extremely high. Actually, it rises from 20 billion pounds from 2009 to 35 in 2012. Now it's 50 billion pounds according to the recent estimation. And the NIM it's a term, it's an abbreviation of the term of not in my backyard. It's those people who live next to those projects concerned about the probable environmental damage which will happen to their neighborhood. And also it is argued that some regions benefit from this project, others will be losing. That is what we call regional impact in my case. And I'm going to introduce my model and to analyze them, sorry. I'm going to introduce my simple model. It's quite easy peasy. I'm only using 3 terms in this model. Firstly is the GVA, gross value added. It's just something like GDP. It's GDP minus taxes plus subsidies, and you can imagine it as a measurement of the regional economic scale of a certain region. And T is the railway travel time between any 2 regions. And I'm using these 2 terms, GVA and T, to calculate my term, the term which I invented, the railway determined market position. And to make my model more approachable, let's start with a simple example. Let's assume that there are only 3 cities in the United Kingdom. That's London, Manchester, and Birmingham. Each one has the same amount of economic scale, the same GVA value, and the same amount of travel time between any 2 of them, let's say 2 hours. And then I'm going to calculate the economic exchange between any 2 cities, let's say London and Manchester. The economic exchange between London and Manchester is valued only by the GVA figures and the travel time between them. That is to say, the higher GVA values of both cities and less travel time will lead to a higher economic exchange scale between these 2 cities. And to calculate the RMP value of a certain area, let's say London, RMP of London is just the proportional value of the economic exchange scale of that region. And in this simple example, it's quite easy to make a good guess that the RMP of each region are all the same amount. It's 33%. And now I'm going to build some kind of high-speed railway system that will benefit the links between London, Manchester, and London, Birmingham, the travel time between these two cities from 2 hours to 1 hour. And Manchester and Birmingham, the link between these two cities remain the same. And I redo the calculation, the RMP of London increased from 33% to 40%, while the others are decreasing. That seems that London benefits from this kind of railway, high-speed railway system. So what I'm going to do next is to replace this simple imaginary example with real data. And according to the criterion of Office of National Statistics, United Kingdom is divided into 12 parts, 12 regions. And besides Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, there are 9 regions of England. If you can imagine the map in your mind, it's northeast, northwest, Yorkshire and Hampshire, and West Midland, East Midland, London, East of England, southwest and southeast and southwest. And I choose a city to represent each of the region, which one it has the highest GVA value among its own region. And to say, like, say, Newcastle stand for northeast, or Leeds stand for Yorkshire and Humber. And that's to say, I'm going to use the GVA values of the regions and to use the train travel times between these cities to do my calculation. So here is two tables. That's just the train travel times, which I got from the National Rail.com, which we bought the train tickets from. The green ones are those who benefit from this high-speed railway system. It's estimated by the HS2 company. Let's take an example. If right now I want to travel from Manchester to London, it will take me 2 hours and 7 minutes. But after HS2, it will take only 1 hour and 8 minutes. So quite a big improvement, isn't it? And if you want to travel from any place to Belfast, it's the capital of Northern Ireland, it will take more than 10 hours. So change 3 times or even more. And I do the calculation and make some comparison between RMP, the term I calculated, to GVA. It seems that these two terms are quite well correlated. The coefficient is 0.77, and the t standard is 60. The r squared is 95%. And then the RMP before and after HS2, here from this chart, you can see the highest one is coming from London, and the lowest one here at the bottom is Northern Ireland. It's below 1%. And to see the variation of the RMP after HS2, I think in the proportional form it's more clear that East Midland, West Midland, and Yorkshire and Humber, that's you can imagine as Leeds, Birmingham, Leicester and Leeds benefit the most, while other regions like Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland are losing from this game.
Sorry, just a clarification. Here you're only looking at the phase 1 of the HS2.
No, phase 1 is phase 2.
So Scotland still is losing even if, because the phase 2 will replace
Yes,
Scotland.
yes, relatively, because it's zero-sum game, it's a percentage form. So
relative terms, even Scotland would even lose with the HS2 second phase.
Yes, yes, that's my calculation. Yeah. And here's the map I got from the regional impact of this high-speed railway from the HS2 company. It's their own regional impact report. The different colors stand for the times travel from different areas to London. The green ones, for example, green ones within 1 hour. The blue ones are more than 5 hours. And as you can see from here, that most regions remain the same. Like Scotland is still more than 4 or 5 hours. But the mid areas, the Western Midlands and East Midlands benefit the most. They are changing from orange to yellow, or from yellow to green. That are the most benefited areas. And that is pretty much the work I did here. And to end my story, I want to go back to my initial motive to do this work. To my personal understanding, I think it's quite important for a country to make the economies of different regions more united and integrated. And to achieve this purpose, the government should give more opportunities to those less competitive regions. But what we have seen here in this project is not like that. It's just they are making those big cities like London, Manchester, and Birmingham, which already have the dominant market position, stronger and stronger. But the other regions are weakening from this game. And furthermore, I think all of you have noticed that Scotland is going to have a referendum on independence next year. It's the 208 days from now on. And so in this critical period of time, I think when we are making decisions on such a huge infrastructure investment that will have long-lasting economic impact on the UK's economy, the future generations, we should give more thought to the political impact of this project. We should consider more about the regions like Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, which are even not in this map, in order to have a better, a better future. That's all. Thank you. Thank you.
You're sold to me.
How